Hello, I'm Lisa Green, one of the writers at BMC, and I'd like to give you an overview of the Network Designer Workspace, which applies to Amazon Web Services environments in BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management. You use the Network Designer Workspace to create network blueprints, which are used to carve out logical network isolations from physical devices. You might create a simple network blueprint with a couple of web networks and a gateway to the Internet, or you might create a more complex blueprint with a firewall, load balancer, and several networks. Again, the Network Designer Workspace applies to Amazon Web Services environments only. To open the workspace, I'll click the Vertical Workspaces menu on the BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management Administration console and select Network Designer. Here, I see a list of blueprints that have already been created. Let's look at the first blueprint. The isolation boundary for the network represents the Virtual Private Cloud, or VPC. If I click one of the icons in the blueprint, I see the configuration information about the selected component. With these icons, I can zoom in or out. If I want to see more of the blueprint, I can click this icon. If I want to edit the blueprint, I click Checkout to open the blueprint editor. Now, on the left side, I see icons that I can click to add components to the blueprint. If I no longer want the component I added, I can select the icon and press Delete on my keyboard. Now, let's go over a few of the components. The Edge Gateway icon is positioned inside the isolation boundary. This component provides an exit from and entrance into the isolation boundary, either to the Internet or to a corporate network using a VPN tunnel. The Edge Gateway represents an Internet gateway or a VPN gateway within the Virtual Private Cloud. Another gateway, which is not part of this blueprint, is the Enterprise Gateway, which represents a customer gateway. It represents the enterprise end of the VPN tunnel. For demonstration purposes, I'll add the Enterprise Gateway. This gateway belongs outside the isolation boundary. To model a VPN tunnel, you can connect the Enterprise Gateway to an Edge Gateway. To connect the two, I simply click this icon, then click and drag on the first icon I want to connect and drag the line up to the second icon. Now I will delete the Enterprise Gateway. The perimeter firewall represents Network Access Control Lists, or ACLs. You can add multiple interfaces to your firewall. At the bottom of the blueprint, we see several networks. Each network is configured according to its purpose. Notice that you can add tags, which are used in policies. Tags help to determine the placement of provisioned user-requested services within the cloud. Tags are covered in another video. Now I'll save my changes and close the window. Then I can check in or discard my changes. To create a new blueprint, I click Create New. Notice that the isolation boundary is automatically placed on the blueprint. I can resize the boundary after I select it. In review, To add components, I simply click the corresponding icon and the component is added to the blueprint. I can move the icon where I want it placed. To connect two components, I click this icon. Then click and drag on the first icon and drag the line to the second icon. And that concludes our quick overview of the Network Designer workspace in BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management. Thank you for watching.